Hello students, so today we are going to review the E&M codes and how to search for them with the encoderpro.com software. So the first thing I want to point out is from the Encoder Pro, if you click over the coding button there and under current procedure coding expert, you'll see the CPT codes, and then you'll have the evaluation and management notes, which I'm going to click on that to show you. This is just an extended guideline for the codes that we're going to review. Your textbook covers all of this information, but it's handy for you to print it out if you want to. I'm also attaching a PDF file that only has a few pages, doesn't have the whole 16 page document. So either way, I would highly recommend that you print either this document or the one that I attached to this video. The second thing is from this section here, you'll see a section that says evaluation and management. I wouldn't recommend you look for your codes using this section because you have to scroll through page by page to look for the codes, and so it's very busy. It's not user friendly at all, and I feel like the only thing it's going to do is frustrate you. I'm going to click on it just to show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to show you the option that I recommend for you all to look for these codes. So again, here, if I click on this one, notice it starts off with section 99201 through 99215, and these are for office visits. And so notice it has 1 through 10, and so you literally just page through each one, and so that's too busy. I feel like it's just overwhelming for students, so I do not recommend that you all go that route. So what I would recommend is going through to the contents portion of it. Again, it's coding, current procedure, coding expert, CPT codes, and then contents right here. It's going to pull up the whole CPT code book, and then it's sectioned off. What we're going to be focusing on is the evaluation and management section. When I open this up, then it breaks it down into the codes that we're going to be looking for, the sections that are covered in your textbook, and so this is just a little bit easier, I feel, for you all. The next thing is the actual PDF file that I mentioned. We're going to be working mainly, if you'll notice here, it says office and other outpatient services, new patient. There's another section below that says established patients. Based off of your questions, this is how you're going to determine what E&M code you will be assigning to that question, and then we'll have to come back to the Encoder Pro and verify that the one that we selected is in fact the one that we're looking for. I know it sounds overwhelming. I'm going to break it down, and hopefully you will be able to find these codes with no problem. Okay, so let's get started. Based off of our question, it says home visit, problem focused, established patient. So our key term here is home visit. This is the type of visit that this doctor went and provided for this patient, and it was a home visit. So based off of our PDF, we have to look for a section that would classify the home visit. So we're going to keep on going. Okay, and then here are home services. We have one for new patient, and we have one for established patient. Now, our question said that it was an established patient, so we'll be going for this section here. And it said home visit, problem focused, established patient. So the problem focus clue is located within the history and the examination part of this table. So it said it was problem focused, so the E&M code is 99347. Again, we will always verify here in our Encoder Pro. So the 99347 falls under the home visit, so we're going to look at the home visit section. And 99347, this is the appropriate code for number 1, home visit, problem focused, established patient. So I'm going to plug that in, 99347. That's the appropriate code. Number 2, ED Care, problem focused, counseling, 15 minutes. Okay, so here we find the emergency department services. Now this bundles up new and established patients, so we know that it fits our criteria. ED Care problem focused, so under history and exam we see here that problem focused is here. And so 99281, it looks like that's going to be our code. Evaluation and management under emergency department visits, 99281. And here's where it mentions the counseling. So counseling and or coordination of care with other physicians. So in case you were worried about, it didn't say what kind of care this patient received at the emergency department, so the counseling does fall under this 99281. 99281 is the correct code for number 2. Number 3, patient request consultation, new patient, moderate complexity. Now notice here it says pay close attention to the notes for this code. So if we come to our PDF file and we look for consultation and it said moderate complexity, it's directing us to 99244. Consultation 99244. So this is where the note said pay close attention to notes for this code. This is what it's talking about. So it says consultations prompted by patient or family member, report codes for office, domicile, resting home, or home visits instead. So it's saying if the patient requested the consultation, then even though it says it's a consultation, you cannot use this code. It's directing us to use the office codes right here, and it's 99202. This is for new patient, and it's referring us to moderate complexity. So moderate complexity 99204. So let's verify that. 99204. That would be the right code for number 3. 99204. Okay, so number 4, office consultation, high complexity, established patient. So this is a consultation visit. So that's what we're going to look for. So here is consultation, office or other outpatient location, or inpatient. Our question said that it was office. So it's a high complexity. So we're going to look for 99245. It's evaluation and management, consultation, office and outpatient, 99245. And it says for new or established patients, so that covers all of our requirements for number 4. So 99245 is the correct code for office consultation. Blood pressure check by a nurse, established patient. So normally patients will come in for just a vitamin B12 or to check their blood pressure, or even to check their blood sugar. And so that these orders can be performed by the nurse. So what we're going to start off with, they're still going to the office, so we're going to start off with the office codes. For an established patient, look under medical decision making, it does give you a big clue. Physician supervision, but presence not required. So this is where all your nurse visits will be coded, or how your nurse visits will be coded. 99211. Anything else requires a face-to-face with the doctor. 99211. Office or other outpatient visit for evaluation and management of an established patient that may not require the presence of a physician. Now this is where students get confused because it says or other qualified healthcare professionals, and that is a nurse. They are qualified and they are healthcare professionals, but this is the correct code for a nurse visit. What this is saying is they didn't see a nurse practitioner or a physician assistant. Cardiologist on standby, high risk patient. Notice this one says it's not on the PDF, so I'm not going to look there. It's not in any of the categories. So I'm going to start off at the Encoder Pro. And if we look here under prolonged services, if you open that up, it says standby services 99360 through 99360. So they're both the same. And let's take a look why. So it says standby services requiring prolonged attendance each 30 minutes. So this patient was seen for 65 minutes. So that means what that's telling you is that you would need to put 99360 twice. 99360. And then you do have 5 minutes that are remaining because this covers 60. But then look at our note here. It says excludes less than 30 minutes standby time. So if, because we had 5 minutes, the doctor will just have to write off the 5 for the 65. So that's how you would code services for standby. Custodial care, new patient, high complexity, 75 minutes. So we're looking for custodial care services, and our question said it's a new patient, so this would be the section that we would look for. And it's high complexity, 75 minutes. And so time spent face to face. So 99328 is the correct code. Online evaluation and management services to established patient, 30 minutes. Again, it says not on PDF. With COVID, you're seeing a lot more web visits. You have like Doctor on Demand and other apps that you can log in if you have a webcam, log into their website, and you can actually have doctor visit online. And so with that on the rise, I wanted to make sure you all were aware of how to locate that. And here you have non-face-to-face physician services. So if we click on that to open it, you'll see here it says digital evaluation and management services. So why not this one? Because these are like more about consultation, and this is actually evaluation and management services. So this is the section that we're needing. And based off of our question, it was an established patient for 30 minutes. So these are established patients, and here is the time, 21 or more minutes. For our question 99432. If you have any questions, please email me or call me. I'll be happy to help.